found information which we were going to quickly deliver to the place. I forgot the name of Urchin, I think. Um,
Yep.
to let the ruler of the city town part consecrate anything know that their messenger has been intercepted and killed, and maybe we can get a report out of that. And well, things didn't really proceed that far. We managed to get back to town and collect our share of money for the deed done completely and vigorously, greatly, amazingly. And then Naukir and Nam went to talk to a merchant, and he thought they were very rude, and they didn't really think
They
it
were.
was important to comply to any form of, courtesy. And then they decided not to do any business with the man, completely forgetting that he is actually the man we want to do business with. So that was awkward. But then Naukir asked Baka one too many times if he was cool. And Baka created fairly intelligently a distraction for Felix to try and steal the rest of the township's money from the coffers. Yeah, that didn't. I mean, that happened. We basically got evicted from the town, not for stealing any money because that didn't happen, but we are currently on basically about to be en route with our previous entourage and a new, what is it, a trade caravan? I mean, it's not really a caravan, it's just one wagon, I think, right? That we are to escort to Urchin, where we were headed anyway, so two birds, one stone.
Yeah, so we got kicked out of the town.
Yeah, that's what I said, right?
And you didn't get the boats either, right?
I mean, the boats weren't, I mean, like, Felix made inquiries towards boats, but
too expensive.
Also not very viable.
There wasn't enough room. It was expensive, but there wasn't enough room for everybody. So we got the caravan job, and they hooked us up with the wagons, which Sergeant Merrick's family is attending to, and we've just settled down for the night.
Outside of town?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll go to sleep.
Yeah, we'll pick up in the morning as you wake up after a long rest.
Well,
we had something that you were doing.
Yeah, so I circled back to the town and was waiting outside of it for darkness to fall.
Mm-hmm.
When darkness does fall, I'll wait maybe a couple stripes. I'll let it get deep in the night. So if they have any guards, they will be less alert, hopefully. And then I want to sneak back in. I'm going to go to the inn. I'm going to circle around town and I'm going to approach the inn. Shepherd's Crook.
Sure.
When I get to the inn, I would like to test the window that we fled out of.
Well, roll my stealth check first.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, you managed to make your way towards the window without much worry. Sheep in the mini pasture out back aren't really too spooked. A few stir, but nothing amazing. Roll me investigation as well for the window.
Investigation? Okay. Perception does not apply here.
Well, I'm gathering that you're trying to find a way to get into the window, yeah?
Yes.
The investigation. Cool. Ooh. Ooh. Weirdly enough, they seem to have replaced the window. It's now reinforced. No. Um, you can't really seem to find a way into the window through the what's the word? The lattice work of the woodwork.
I can't figure out how to open the window.
No, you can't find where the catch is in relation to where the handle is on the inside.
Didn't two people jump out this window?
From the inside.
Didn't I use the window?
Yes, you did. They're not going to leave it open.
No, I did not expect them to leave it open. That's fine. That's fine. Okay.
Yeah, but opening a window from the outside is a lot harder than opening it from the inside.
Sure. No, I totally get that. I'm willing to move on, but my concern is I was just checking the window out. Investigation wouldn't be for opening.
So what are you checking for then?
I was just checking to see
You're
if
just looking at it?
like there was a crack open, so it'd be easier to get open, or if maybe they had trapped it or something. And in which case, I have no idea, obviously.
No, it's firmly shut up. Lynn's shut up shop for the night.
Okay. I'm gonna try and quietly open the window, and I'll use a dagger to like lever it open if I need to.
Okay, so you're trying to force entry into it instead then.
I'm trying to pick a lock first.
Yes, but picking a lock would imply that you were able to get to it. So describe how you're doing it.
Well, it sounded the first time like it just slides up, so I'd use my dagger to try and slide between the two windows, the framing of the two windows, and just slide the lock out of it. If that's the kind of lock, obviously I don't know, so I'm just going about it methodically.
Okay. Yeah, just hit me with a sleight of hand then. Combined with a stealth check, because this type of entry, it's not like picking a lock per se. You've not got a lock to work.
That's fine.
Okay. So you managed to slide the dagger in and worm it between the window and the frame. And yep, you managed to click the catch. Lift it up with a small list of creaks.
I'll pause when it creaks and listen for any movement. Check out the room if I can.
It's pitch black in the room.
There's 5 people sitting in there, just looking at you.
No noise from the tavern.
No noise from the tavern, pitch black in the room. Okay.
They're all dead.
Are you just going to continue looking?
I'm thinking, since I can't see what's in the room, I was trying to remember the layout.
Do you have dark vision?
I do.
Yeah, so it's dimly lit.
Is there anybody in here?
No, you can see the outline of the table and chairs. Can't see anything else really in there.
Okay, I want to go over to the desk that was in front of the safe that he was sitting behind, that Tyler was using.
Sure.
I want to go through its drawers or on the desk. Is there any like paperwork on the desk? Any like notices or scrolls, correspondence between them and any potential merchants or trade partners? That's the stuff I'm looking for.
No, you gather that the room, or Tyler specifically, runs quite a methodical ship. It hasn't left anything behind on show.
Right. So, is there anything in the drawers? Do I need to make a check for that?
That'll be investigation again for me.
Okay.
Cool. No, you find some cutlery, all sorts of odds and ends, string, household items, but the room does not give off the outward appearance as an office. It's more of a private dining room.
This is investigation.
Okay. I'll try the safe.
Okay, so there was a painting in front of it. Are you going to lift it? Or?
Do I need to lift it, or can I slide it aside?
You could slide it aside on the pivot of the mount, I suppose, yeah? But regardless, I mean, you're going to have to move the painting to get to the safe.
It's fine. Is it securely mounted, or like if I look at its mounting, if I slide it aside, do I think it's going to come off?
It's just mounted on a nail and string.
All right. Then I will take it off.
Yep, no issue with that. Pops off, quite light, put it aside, and you see the safe door.
All right. I'll use my thieves' tools to try and get this open.
Okay. Sleight of hand, isn't it?
I believe so.
Okay. One moment. Yep, so I mean, with a little bit of jiggery, you managed to get into the lock without much issue. Clicks open. And
What's inside?
within the safe, there is absolutely nothing. It's empty.
Okay. I'll shut it back and put the painting back.
Okay. Give me a perception check, please.
Okay.
Tyler is sitting in a corner. Well, Mr. Bond. playing solitaire.
Inside the safe is the barmaid with a hammer.
Yeah. Fuck you, mate.
Okay, you hear a creak from above you in the woodwork of the inn,
All right.
It's Sadako.
and it moves from above you towards where the stairs are outside.
Outside or like in?
Sorry, when I say outside, I mean in the main room of the tavern. So it's moving away from you towards like the main room of the tavern.
I'll again put the painting back in place and quietly creep out, jump out the window, and close it.
All right, just roll me one more stealth check. Okay. So in your haste, you think that the painting, you secure the door to the safe, and you think that the painting is back on the hook of the mountain. And just as you're about to hop out of the window, you see the painting lifts slightly, hangs by the thread, of the string on one of the mounts, and it drops off. And you're half out the window at this point. And with that, the creaking speeds up a bit, and you hear the sound of footsteps on the stairs.
You're now 3/4 out of the window.
7, 8.
Was the stairs right next to the door, or was it like across the room from the door?
The bottom of the stairs is like across the room from the door.
I'll go back and I'll put the painting back, and then I'll sit underneath the desk.
Okay. Right, roll me one more stealth check, and a quick sleight of hand as well. Because I'm assuming you're trying to
As
do this.
I'm leaving the window to go get the painting, I'll slide it mostly closed.
Okay. Okay, and the sleight of hand check to see if you can get it on fast and secure.
Get it on.
I mean, it's not hard once you actually, try. It sits on, and you hop onto the desk just as the door opens, and you would be able to see Lanar, the dwarf barmaid, stick her head in. Looks towards the window, sees it's open.
Sees it's open?
You said you left it open a crack.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just correct.
So you're huffing and puffing in a nightgown. She walks over and straightens the painting a little bit, looks towards the window and closes it. And that was supposed to be a jar roll, but yeah, she happy that it was just the noise of the window being open. Walks out, heads back to her bed.
Set the inn on fire.
Keller.
I'm going to exit the window and close it behind me. I'm going to wait like 10 minutes, enough to hear her get back into her room, and then I'll give it a couple of minutes so maybe she falls asleep.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, no issue there really. She didn't lock it or anything, just set it on the couch. So,
Okay.
yeah, by all means, hop out, make your way back.
I'm not going back to camp.
No.
He's got
Right.
all our places to rob.
I'm going to creep through the alley between Shepherd's Creek and the little purple building to the east. I'm going to head over to Tylus's home.
Okay, roll me a stealth check. Okay. As you pass through the alley, to roughly that kind of area, you do see a man passed out by the well in the middle of the square.
Okay.
Kind of slumped against the well, but when I say passed out, he's just kind of sat where he's fell. He's looking around. He is conscious, and he seems to squint in your direction.
Am I in the dark or am I in the light?
Well, the town square does have lighting, so it is cast to the edges of the building. I'd imagine you would stay in the darkness, but I'll say he squints in your direction.
I'll just freeze.
Who goes He struggles to stand up a bit, sways in spot, still looking in your area.
I will wait for him to like stumble or something, and if he does, then I will leave.
Yeah.
If he doesn't, as he heads my way, I'll like turn, like give him like a shoulder profile, and I'll staggering. I'll just like look dazed and a little drunk.
Okay. Well, he does start stumbling towards the other way.
The other way? He goes the other way?
No, towards where he's, where he's noticed whatever it is that he's noticed.
Okay.
Gets to about halfway. You're about there. Yeah, and he's about halfway through.
Okay.
So are you wanting to play it off as though you were a fellow drunkard?
Yes.
Give me performance then.
Not deception? Oh, that's,
Well, he's performing the act of being drunk.
oh,
Okay. Yeah, so as you kind of stumble about and present more of a visible sight for him, he hiccups. Another drunkard. Good night, my friend.
Good night.
And he just falls on his face.
Does he start snoring?
He's face down in the mud.
Okay.
He's made no movements to try and right himself.
I'm gonna cross the road over to Tylus's house.
Sure. Easy enough done. He seems to be the only person that was in the square or surrounding area.
Does Tylus's house have windows? A back door, maybe? I'll case it a little bit.
Quick run round. There's a couple of windows on each edge of the building. The only window on the rear of the building is on the upper floor, flanking each side of the chimney. The front has just a single door with 2 bay windows each side. They are of a sounder construction than the inn.
I hear the sound of what?
The windows are of a sounder construction than the inn.
Oh, okay. Looking through any of the windows, are any of them like a bedroom? Is Tylus in any of them?
All the curtains are drawn.
I'm sorry, what was that?
All of the curtains are drawn.
All of the curtains are drawn. I can't see in at all.
No.
Okay.
However, do roll me a perception check, please. Yeah, no, just drawn curtains. That's all you see.
All right. Is there only one door into the house?
Yeah, it's on the front edge.
Okay.
The house itself is kind of stood on like a stone foundation, so it's a little bit taller than the surrounding buildings. So there is like 2 steps to get to the doorway.
Does the door have like a lock that you can see through?
Yeah, it's got a typical. Don't know what the word is. A typical keyhole lock, the triangle with the circle on top.
Oh,
Sure,
good.
I'm sure that has a name.
I would like to look through that.
Okay. Give me another perception then. The dim light inside, directly opposite the keyhole, you do see the beginnings of a stairwell, and then two kind of open archways on either side of the stairs leading to a dining room on the right. You catch the glimpses of a set of chairs with a table, and the glimpses of a bookshelf in the room on the left.
Bookshelf.
Just
Okay.
like the corner, because you're looking at it kind of a very shallow angle, so you only catch the very edges through these archways.
Then I'm going to cast Misty Step and step into the room with the bookshelf.
Okay. What components does that have?
It's a visual.
What, just visual?
I can roll up the skill check or the spell if you want to.
Briefly surrounded by a silvery mist, you teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space that you can see.
It's got a verbal component, so
You just
Or, yeah,
shout.
yeah. So roll me another stealth check.
Maybe with
Alright.
disadvantage.
Do I have to, as just a general question, do I have to like say it loudly? Can I just whisper it under my breath?
I suppose you can whisper it, but you have to enunciate.
It's like anime, like a special attack.
You wanted me to do stealth check, right?
Yeah.
Always off me.
Yeah. So you pop into existence within the room. Where did you aim for again? Sorry.
The room with the bookshelves.
Well, you can only really pop into the archway, but yeah, sure. So you pop into the archway, facing into what you can now see as an office. There's a small quarter desk with 3 or 4 bookshelves surrounding it.
I would like to search the desk.
Okay. Another investigation then.
I'm really killing the investigation over there.
So once again, like I mentioned before, apart from what's on the bookshelf, there's nothing that's kind of left out apart from like a quill and ink bottle, just general stationery. But you can quite clearly see that the top portion of the desk is like an angled quarter desk, and below the angle there is 2 drawers. Both have got a lock on.
I would like to try and pick one of those. Is one drawer bigger than another, or are they?
No, they're both
size?
like half of the desk in width. They're all very, very shallow, like 2 or 3 inch shallow.
I would like to do the bottom drawer. People usually keep documents.
Well, they're side by side, sorry.
Can I make some kind of check? I think Tylus was right-handed, wasn't he?
I mean, you could make me a straight intelligence.
I will do so.
You can't accurately remember.
Okay. I will guess, and I will go with the right. Yeah, it was a save. That was my bad.
Either way, not enough to know, to recall it anyway.
Do the right drawer.
Yeah, so sleight of hand. Okay, so you set up, starting to pick at the tumbler, and you just cannot work it out.
Okay. Can I try the other lock then?
Yep. Same again. Same again. You just cannot fathom how this is, how the lock on this works.
I forget, but does having proficiency and the tools give you advantage on the check?
All proficiency in a tool does is let you add your proficiency bonus
Yeah.
to use of the tools. It's
Okay.
almost useless because I've never been in a scenario where someone hasn't got proficiency. Also, you shouldn't be rolling sleight of hand. You should be rolling thieves' tools, which is like a separate. It should be a separate skill you're meant to add. That's how it's meant to work. But
I like this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like that.
But you're not using my roll. I'm just saying that.
I don't know why you've only got +3.
We could just use the sleight of hand ones. That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, what, you rolled a 5 and a 4. Both of them are garbage rolls anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered even if you'd rolled them on
They
the
tried really hard. Don't just call them garbage.
Yeah.
I mean, so what, it'd have been
Wow.
a
That's
7
rude.
and a 9.
These
So,
two
yeah,
should
you-
be as high as his sleight of hand. I don't understand. Unless you've got expertise in sleight of hand.
I think I do. From Prodigy.
There you go. You put that on your thieves' tools. You're allowed to take expertise in tools as well.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, so I can't get either one open.
No.
All right. I'm gonna try and find his bedroom, which I'm gonna assume is upstairs.
Okay, hit me up with a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
Sorry, why did I say sleight of hand? I meant to say stealth.
I thought that's what you meant. but
Yeah,
I
sorry.
didn't know.
It's the same modifier, is it not?
It's less.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it is actually less. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'll give you the second roll. Managed to get up the stairways. At the stairway, left, immediately left, there is a doorway, and then a small landing on the right with 2/3 of the doorways. One to the right, and then one at the end to your rear.
It's a big house for a tiny village. I do have proficiency in stealth. My dexterity is only 12.
Oh. Wow. I thought you were a lot more dexterous than that.
No.
You can hover over these to tell, unlike in the shape sheets where it breaks down where you get the bonuses from.
So, I'm sorry, Scott. Can you tell me again? I have
So,
rooms on the left and the right.
Yeah, so as you come up the stairway, let's see if I can draw a real quick shape of it. So if you imagine the stairs come up like that, you've got, I mean, this isn't exact, obviously.
Sure.
You've got a doorway there, and then like a doorway there, and a doorway there.
This is a magic house. I'll try the first doorway, the one on the left.
It's like the tents in Harry Potter.
Or like
know, right?
those mirror labyrinths on the dome you on. Remember those?
Fair.
Yes. Did you ever
Yeah.
go to one?
Anyway, so door opens okay. Like the rest of the house, it's quite well made. There's no creak in the doorway or anything, and your stealthiness coming up the stairwell and onto the landing. Yeah, you managed to open the doorway without much of a sound. Inside, dimly lit, is a further study type area with desks and a few more bookshelves. And you could safely say this runs the length of the building.
I will try the desks again.
Okay, investigation.
This should go well. My best yet.
So this is more of a flat top desk with two deeper drawers on top of each other, and a small candlestick laid on top. Both of these drawers don't have locks on.
Don't or do?
Don't.
Okay, I'll try the drawers.
As you open it, which one are you going for first?
The left one.
Okay. Well, they're on top of each other.
Then the bottom one.
Right, okay. So, bottom drawer, as you open it, it's got a kind of, how do I describe? Like a velvet inlay that is housing 3 decanters side by side. And they're kind of like sunk into the velvet inlay.
Nice.
Each of them has a amberish liquid in, and the decanters themselves are over a nice crystal glass with an etched stopper.
Okay, I'll try the other drawer.
Okay, and as you open the top drawer, same again, but instead of it being 3 decanters, it's a row of 2 rows of 4 of once again well-made crystal glasses, like wide bottom brandy glasses.
Nice. Okay, and there's no more other drawers, right? That's it.
No, this one's just a flat top with 2 drawers and then like kind of tallish legs.
Okay. There's bookshelves, but nothing really else of interest, right?
One more desk.
Oh, I'll check that
Just-
one out then.
At as we're looking at this outside of the room. This
Another
one,
investigation?
yeah, this one's more of a kind of, for lack of a better way of describing it, like a jukebox kind of shape with a square and then semicircle on top, and 2 opening doorways on the front.
Kind of like an armoire.
Yeah. Once again, stood up off the ground on kind of stilt legs. As you open this one, as you investigate this one, it's got 2. The face of it is just 2 doors that split and open.
All right.
This one does have a lock on it.
I'll try to pick this leg. See if I have more luck there.
Yeah. And just because it's been, a good minute or so, just roll me another stealth check.
You got it.
Oh,
Good.
oh. So the doorway the locked doors, the lock. Although you feel that you have a good idea of how the lock works, you just say, "Ding," and the lockpick snaps in the lock.
My lockpick snaps?
Well, it doesn't break, but it falls
sounds like it's
Yes.
Sorry, wrong kind of description there. It falls off of the tumbler and creates a loud crack.
Okay.
But the tool is still intact.
I will freeze. I'll look over towards the doorway. Did the door swing inward or outward?
Inward.
I will freeze and see what happens.
Okay. How long are you freezing for?
Just a moment. Just a moment to see if there's any instant reaction. If there's no instant reaction, then I will go over to the door, and I won't. I won't close it, but I will slide it so it's almost closed. It's unlatched, but
Yeah.
and then I'll wait behind it,
Yeah. So
like in the corner.
as it was open, you got to close it. You can see through the dim light on the landing that the other 2 doors are stayed shut. You can kind of bring it to, but not close it.
All right. Then I'll go back and I'll get my lockpick. And I didn't get it open. I couldn't figure it out, right?
No. I mean, you figured it out, but you just, with the current situation, you couldn't actually get it unlocked.
Okay. I will leave the room and I will try the furthest door.
Okay. What, the south door?
Yes, the south door.
Right, roll me another stealth check as you pass in the door. Okay, yeah, you make your way to the door. Nova sounds in the building. This one, are you trying the door or?
I would like to, if it's got a keyhole lock, I would like to look through it. If it doesn't, then I will try the door.
It's just got just a doorknob.
I will try the door.
Opens up fairly easily. This room is just a storage room. It's got shelves,
This guy.
but it's a small storage room. It's like a like if you have an attic conversion and you try to make as much use
Totally
of
understand. Yeah.
it's a really shallow room that just kind of stretches the length of the wall with like a shelf on the south side. Just all sorts of ledgers,
Ledgers.
notes, things of
I
that
want to read
type.
those. I want to read those.
Okay.
I just want to
investigation.
skim through them and try to figure out, what they're pertain to. That's all I want from them.
Yeah. Give me investigation then.
Oh God, here we go. Oh,
Okay. So one shelf is dedicated to the years 320 through to 325. Second shelf is dedicated to 325 through to 330.
what year
And
is
then-
it now?
337.
337.
Yeah. So the third top shelf, because he's arrayed them, along the top shelf, all of the ledgers, is kind of, it's got six full books, and then a pile of parchments with a paperweight on top, and you can surmise that is the year to date or the decade to date.
What I would like to find is, even if it's just like last year's ledger, because I imagine he doesn't have this year's ledger in here yet.
Yeah. So 336 is the last complete book.
Right. I want to look through 336 and see if there's anything that stands out, like a repeat transaction that seems to be from out of town. So anything about Urshan or the Baron's tithe or anything really.
Okay. Lots of wool export. No.
Yes, who's that going to?
Urchin, Eastgard.
What's his contact in Urshan? Does it say in there? Does it like give an annotation that I can then cross-reference in the parchments to find them?
Sure, let me give you one. I did not imagine I would need to create fucking ledgers, but give me a
You
second.
don't have to get really in depth with it. I'll tell you what I'm after here. I'm going to try and find enough source material for me to work with that I can forge a trade document between this town and a contact in Urshan that will stipulate that we're going to give them an extra load of whatever it is that they're trading in exchange for an advance payment, which we will pay back with extra interest. I'll forge that later, but I just need enough source material to work with.
Okay. So there's various different traders. that are on the ledgers, depending on where it's trading to. However, there is one name that seems to be repeating in the shipments towards Urchin.
Does it seem like they're dealing in at least decent sums of money?
Yeah, I mean, wool and goods of that type carry their own value in big enough stock. So the name that you see, I'm not using that. Right. So the trade name is God. Why are all these names so shit?
Poop face McButthole.
Okay, yeah, we'll go with that. So the trade name of the trade partner is the Reading Tribute.
Okay, Reading Tribute and Urshan.
Yeah, and it details quarterly shipments of wool and any of the ram's horns from the rams that have passed in varying amounts, but sizable quantities, anything from between 50 gold upwards to a couple hundred. The later transactions in the later quarter of the years, they seem to be the bigger shipments.
All right. I'll take some of the parchments, like the communications between them, hopefully bills of sale.
Yeah. You can grab a few recent ones, sure. You notice that the parchments are quite thin in details for this year so far.
For this year?
Yeah.
Okay, that's no problem. I grab some from last year and some from this year if I can find them, and then I'll leave. And to get out of the house, I will Misty step out from a window in the study upstairs.
Sure. Just only another stealth check them.
For that stealthy 3-point landing.
Do you manage to make it out of the building without disturbing anyone?
I would, since you said his house is taller than the other houses, I would try to pick a point that's a little further away. I can only go 30 feet, so obviously I can't get that far. But if I can get back into this alley where my portrait is, I would.
Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah, you can do that.
And then I will leave town and go back to the campsite.
Sure thing.
Meanwhile, back at the campsite, Naokia is, I don't know, grilling a bun over the fire, looking at Baka straight through the fire. So...
We're probably sleeping.
No, Naokia doesn't sleep, man.
Okay, I'm sleeping.
Yeah, I'm sleeping too.
So...
Oh...
So?
No worries. It's totally fine.
It's good.
I guess probably Felix was on watch or something, and he used that time to wander off, so we probably don't even notice.
I mean, he'd probably been gone a good couple hours.
I think he left earlier, didn't he? He left, but like...
He left us as dusk was kind of falling, and then waited for it to be, say...
Oh yeah, true.
11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, something like that?
It has probably been a while. Whether they woke up during that period, I don't know, but it has been a while.
If you were on watch whilst you were doing it, it's probably taken your entire watch amount before you even got back. So whoever was relieving him would find that Felix wasn't there.
Well, I think if you're relieving someone, they usually wake you up.
Yeah, that's how the watch works.
So you wouldn't find out until you're
I don't know. You might be regimental in it. You might have military background. Who knows?
Well, to be perfectly honest, we didn't discuss it, and almost as soon as we set camp, I left.
Yeah.
So
I would assume he wasn't there, and we'd divide our watches amongst ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, so whoever Felix would be then putting on to watch feels oddly refreshed, like they've slept longer than they should have.
Weird. All right. Shall we fast forward to the next morning, or is
Unless
anything
anybody
wants to-
want to go and fleece the town for more things, yeah, by all means.
Let's go.
Actually, Naokia and Nam are gonna go on a little trip.
And their favorite rocket ship.
So are we just reloading in the morning?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
God, is Alex ever going to join us?
Don't think so.
I'm going to say no at this point.
Did you say anything?
He was late yesterday, but he hasn't responded on. He said, I don't remember if we mentioned it, but he did say that about not making it for tomorrow. But yeah, so Tom gets up, starts venturing forward, has breakfast.
Yep. So,
Well, Felix.
I'm a little tired this morning. Have you found any dragons in the area?
Do my meditation the night before. Well, I did it the night before. Sadly not. But maybe Baco will be round up. It's a bit like fucking a dragon.
Shouldn't you be starting with something a little bit more approachable, like a raven?
Or
Was there any
better.
birds around, Scott?
I mean, there's morning birds, yeah.
I would like to throw my javelin at my trident this
God.
once he says that.
Right, rolling this at them.
I actually have to roll
What
it.
kind of bird is he throwing it at? I'm gonna throw my javelin in the way. So you're not gonna hurt wildly.
A morning songbird of some description.
A
You could
nightingale.
intercept my trident.
No, I'm not. Be fun.
There you go. Okay. Raven done.
Yeah, so you managed to somehow hit a nightingale. Tiny little bird. It gets completely split by your trident.
I'm really back on the Silk Road.
In the background, the child is just crying. Just
I
like
mean,
last
I'd
time,
imagine
right?
you weren't really camped far from town, were you?
Yeah, we said like less than probably just a few hundred meters outside of town.
He means the child of the
No, the
Sergeant.
the sergeant's
Yeah.
daughter.
Oh, she's not with you yet.
Oh, okay, well,
Yeah, they agreed to meet you at the outskirts of town at dawn,
Oh.
which, if
She
you went
walks up
looking,
and sees that.
you can see them kind of waiting 20, 30 meters out from town.
yeah. I get ready to meet them. Just help my brother gather his things.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. Speed run. Boom.
And you see,
Go.
Sergeant Merrick is at the
We sprint.
driver's seat. Driver's seat is that the right way of describing it?
Isn't it called like
I mean, he's literally
Coachman's seat.
driving. He's
Yeah.
literally driving the horses, so I think driver's seat's pretty good.
Yeah. So yeah, he's sat there taking the reins, and you can see the crate has been loaded on the back. Well, are we ready to set off?
yes?
Yeah.
A fair morning to you. I believe that we are. Let's put this town behind us, and their ill will we shall forget.
Yes. Well, onwards. And he cracks the whip, starts moving.
Yeah. And then I take out 2 coconut shells and go.
Nice.
Okay,
reference.
so how
Meat horses, please.
are you guys moving then? What's the order of march?
I would try to get on the wagon.
Yeah, there's no room. Where all the room on the wagon had been taken by Merrick laying down in the back is now taken by the crate, and his 2 kids are, well, his youngest is sat on there, and then the 2 lads are walking side by side on each side, with his wife sat next to him on the front.
Yeah, since this is protection, right? So we are transporting goods for Mr. Peterson, right? And there's no other personnel with us, right? It's just
No.
us and the sergeant's family, right?
Yeah, they just happen to be along for the ride, yeah, and the sergeant is driving the cart for you.
Yeah, I would just walk close to the children and everybody who's walking, right? I would walk with them just in case we get attacked or something. And then I would say, Tom, I believe it would be a good idea to scout ahead again in
Yeah,
case
always
anything
take
would
point.
meet us.
I'm gonna talk to the oxen as well. Just I'll walk
We
like
are.
ahead of it.
I'll range ahead a little bit then.
All right.
So Tom sits down and starts casting the ritual for.
No, you can. There's nothing that says you can't walk and cast, as in any other spell. I just googled that before you mentioned it. Looked up.
Really,
I was
for a
like,
ritual, I thought you have to stop.
no,
Yeah.
it just takes 10 minutes longer. You can keep going. It's entirely like normal. If
I
the
guess you
spell
don't
itself
have to-
requires you to stop, but no. It's like
I guess you
wish.
don't have to draw a pentagram onto the ground and do like incantations or something, right?
Just waving your arms around and using components and normal stuff. It does.
All right.
Fair enough.
I don't think there's anything normal about speaking gobbledygook for 10 minutes straight.
Yeah, I mean, if it's a complex ritual, I would say that my rule in there is if it's a complex ritual, you do need to stop. And
Speak with animals is a complex ritual.
that's the point I'm trying to make, Ross,
Oh.
that you're okay to do it.
Oh, okay. I didn't understand. I didn't know what your ruling was. Okay. Well, yeah. So I speak with animals. Talk to the orc.
And the ox tells you to fuck off.
Ox. I punch him. No, I don't.
Eat it now. All right. So we head along. Baka weirdly glitching behind us.
Yeah, Bacca's being very sulky at the back.
He's no clipping right now. He's in
Nice.
ragdoll mode.
He's just raging constantly. Punches
Right.
the child.
That's not-
Yeah, no, he's just bringing up the rear. Who was ranging ahead? Felix?
Felix.
Sure.
I was probably close to the middle of the pack.
so with me.
Yeah, a bit absent-minded, but still around.
I got you, man.
And Tom's just, are you just kind of leading ahead of the ox between you and Felix?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Felix, me, Ox, Cart.
Brothers on either side.
Now Kieran, Nam, and then Baka.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's fairly uneventful. The land is kind of given away to the trees a bit, but you've still got fairly dense foliage around. The road follows the river southwards, sometimes winds a bit more westerly, but eventually cuts back. However, as you start to come across the streams that are, the tributaries to the river, so you have to cross a few small bridges. How are you guys approaching? Are you taking it at a normal walking pace, or?
Oxen pace.
Unless there are any trolls under the bridge.
How deep is the streams that we're crossing?
They vary, so they'll vary from just small fords that are easily able to go over to ones that require you to, take a small bridge to get over.
Okay.
So Felix, you're at the head as you're raging through the trees. I'd say they open up a little bit, and the track seems to get a bit more well maintained. So a bit more gravelly. Not so much just a track. It seems to actually be a road per se, or a pathway. If you could roll me, we'll go with perception. Okay. There's a bit of a kind of cliff readout to your right, so that'd be the west. Let me just.
You're good at cardinal directions.
Yeah, so the trees really give way now. They seem to be more kind of focused around the cliffs and rock formations to the right. They're only small, like gullies, and then it's kind of open ground ahead.
I'm sorry, Scott. Can you take us to the world map or the country map?
Of course.
Thank you.
So I'll put a approximate location for you out. What colour do you want? Go for a pink. Yeah, we'll say, so it's about a half day's travel that you're at the moment. You're already about, not there, that's too far. Fuck, where's that gone? Yeah, about there. Oh, where
I'm
did
sorry, I
that
don't see
go?
anything. Is this map in the map layer?
Yeah, it should be.
Nice. See ya.
We're on the world map.
I see the map.
That's
I
weird.
don't
I've
see the
just
mark.
drawn it on and it vanished.
What layer are you in when you drew it?
I'm in map.
Ah, now we see it.
That was me.
There's a black cross.
That was just
Right, do you
his-
see the pink now?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, you're actually moving the.
I know.
Oh, yeah, now I see.
It won't let me grab it. Oh, fuck's sake, it won't let me grab it. There we go. Yeah. So, probably like a 3 full days travel. Depending on
Alright.
what it's at.
Well, I'll just keep going.
Okay, so give me another perception as you range out a bit further.
Nice.
So as you enter a bit of a opening again, you do see the faint smoke of a fire about 100 meters or so in front of you, and you can also see some figures huddled around the fire, looking at something. You count four figures.
It's the middle of the day, right?
Yep.
I'll go back and let the rest of the party know what's up ahead. And I'll have the wagon and Baka stay back while the rest of us go check it out. And whoever else wants to stay can stay.
Nicely done. I
Yeah,
will
thank you for
follow.
that.
Quite sensible to leave him back.
Yeah, do we just leave Baka back?
Yeah. It's storytelling now.
If he kills them, we don't care. But if he messes up this encounter with random people, then that could actually make a problem.
Okay, so how do you return to this location? Are you taking it a bit more?
I'll take a surreptitious route.
Right. Okay, and are you still just stomping through, or?
I would not be, but I'm sure the rest of my party will be.
Well,
I
if
will
you're
try
all
to
trying to
stealth.
be, yeah, if you're trying to be conspicuous about it, sorry, inconspicuous.
I
or
made
make
a
stealth.
cool way of doing group stealth, by the way. So the way it should work is you roll, everyone rolls, and if half the group succeeds, the whole group succeeds. Otherwise, the group fails. But an alternative is if someone's really good at stealth, they can tell everyone how to roll, and then we all get advantage if they succeed. Otherwise, we fail. Which either one.
What I was thinking we could do, and that's good to know. That's really good to know if Scott approves that. But I was thinking what we could do is have Tom head over to the fire and talk to those fellows while the rest of us take a surreptitious route.
I'm down with that.
Yeah, sounds good.
What does surreptitious mean?
We're flanking. We're going to flank.
Okay. Well, I'm really shit at stealth and I'm wearing chainmail, so
You could go with Tom.
yeah, sure. I'll go with Tom.
Hello.
Okay. Let
Stealth
me
check.
move you over. Yeah, well, roll your stealths first.
Hello.
So, are you going west or east, Felix?
Well, I thought they were to the west of us. So I was gonna head.
So the road at the
North.
moment moves southerly, with some cliffs and rocks to the west, and just kind of scrubland to the east.
Then I'll go along the cliffs and rocks.
Right, yeah. And Tom's going straight down the road. What about the other two?
Oh, I'm following Tom. I don't know about Nam, if he's stealthing or not.
I'm trying to stealth. Doing my very best.
Right, so Naki, you're going with Tom,
Yes.
and Nam, roll me a stealth check if you're going stealthy.
Okay. God damn it, how do I get back to this? Nope. Oh, yeah, never mind, sorry. It's not my strong suit.
Are you going with Felix, or are you ranging off on your own to the east?
I'm going with Felix.
Okay, and get rid of Backer, because he has decided not to show up. Right, I'll move you over now then.
I'm sure they're friendly.
Yeah, they look friendly. Why would we need a map?
Who needs a map?
I'm gonna become friends with them. If they want to rob the people we're with.
And Tom and Naki, roll me perceptions, please.
Yes, quite.
25.
18.
Damn. Polar opposites there, Tom. Yeah, so you can both see these four individuals. You can quite clearly see that there is two humans and two orcs. The campfire itself is died down now, so it's really faint smoke. It's just like the smouldering embers of the campfire, and there's two bodies surrounding the campfire, and they're kind of leafing through the individuals. The two orcs are looking over the bodies, and the two others are kind of looking out guard, and they spot you. And
I'm gonna say hello
Yeah.
and like how I don't actually speak Orcish, but I figure I know like how to say hello from my interactions. So I'd be like, you know, Merhaba, hello fellows, it's me Tom.
then kind of move up and just gesticulate in your direction with the spears.
Yeah, I walk towards them, smiling.
In
Move
Giant,
on
I
my
say,
turn, or can I just go?
hello. Parlay.
And the two orcs now stand up as well and turn to face you.
I look at you and say in Giant, why you think they speak Giant?
You don't speak Orcish.
I know hello.
Well, congratulations, Tom.
They probably speak common. Look, some Nordmen. Are they Nordmen? Northmen?
Roll my history.
I've never seen Nordmen before.
Well, you're still
Not
far
many.
away. You need to try and.
Not 25 with the
I say
perception.
not man.
17.
11.
Yeah, so from your knowledge ranging around the spines, yeah, they're dressed in the usual garb of Nordmen, kind of furs and yeah, typical kind of barbarian wear.
Nordmen. Yeah. Hello.
And they begin advancing, and you hear the orc shout something in a guttural tongue, just one syllable, and none of you can speak orc, can you?
Nope.
I can.
Yeah, so he's shouting it, so you would hear this, Felix. You hear the orc shout out, "Stop or you will die."
Well, this is my path, motherfucker, so...
Wait,
fucking walk past
did we...
You don't understand it, so
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I get
Can-
is what he's trying to say.
I just keep up with Tom, so I would say I try to constantly be at his side so we don't get separated.
Yeah, I'm
Do
walking
Nam
forward
and I
entirely.
see the party? Anybody?
Yeah, but you're kind of skating from tree to tree. I just need all of you to make another perception for me.
And that's eyes on
You can easily maintain eyesight on the rest of the party.
All of us?
All of us, all of.
Yes, all of you.
25 wasn't enough. Okay, here's another one!
20.
Good boy.
All right. Okay, Tom. Tom and Felix.
When I hear the orc yell that,
Mhm.
I'm gonna summon my packed sword.
Fine by me. So Tom and Felix, you can now see two more orcs kind of flanks in the trees, trying to maintain a bit of stealth.
I'll wait for them.
Where? Are they on the
Smoke.
map?
Yeah, I'm just moving them up now. Sorry, not orcs. Sorry, another couple of Nordmen.
And by waving at them, I reveal to their locations to now care.
So there's one down there, one right over on the eastern flank.
Do I see them?
No,
With a
only
20?
well, I mean,
20?
if you want to question it,
It depends on their stealth. So
exactly.
Yeah.
So Tom and Felix both spotted them. Tom's waved to them, hasn't he? So
Yeah, I leaked it to Naukir at least, and other people.
Okay, since I see the flanking Nordman, I'll look over my shoulder to Nam and say, and like do the pointing at my eyes, and then I point towards the Nordman is, and then I'd like to cast invisibility.
yeah, sounds good. Yeah, so you can all see them quite easily. Have you halted your advance, Tom?
Nope.
No. All right. Well, you move to wherever you want to move.
Unthreateningly walking forward in the middle of the road, smiling.
do they have ranged weapons?
Both of the orcs have
Oh,
javelins,
fuck, way
as
far.
well as great axes.
Stay with me, Naukir.
I take my shield from my back already.
Okay.
Don't you
Well,
always walk with your shield out?
No, I mean,
with the brandishing of your shield now, would you like to roll me initiative?
yes.
Everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Ruining my happy relationship with my friends.
I mean, yeah. You just showed me ambushes, so I take out my shield.
Okay. I'm going to roll the orcs and the Nords separately.
The 3 7s.
26
Ooh.
points.
It won't let me click my token.
It's because
No,
you've got
it's
range
fine.
on. Yeah.
Because
Not
it's
bad.
invisible, right?
Okay. So Nam and the orcs will both act simultaneously. And with the branching of the weapons, they will use... What's it called?
I always have my weapon out.
Their aggressive feature. They can use the bonus action to move their speed. And it's going to charge straight at you two. One on each of you.
Do, do. Do, 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 do.
We'll go with the right orc on Nalkia first.
Alright.
9 to hit, that's going to miss. And the left hand orc on Tom. Ooh.
Ooh.
Crits work both ways. Is that rolled that right? D12. D12. It's 14 damage.
Always lucky.
And Nam, you'll go.
What you doing,
Um,
Limbo?
I will cast Speed Up on myself, which is Long Strider. And then I'll move. Can I measure how much I'm moving somehow?
Yeah, you got a ruler.
Press
Okay.
space.
You move 40, don't you?
40, but with Long Strider, move 50.
And you get
Oh.
to do move. You get your
Oh,
action
did you
and
take
you get to move as
the
well.
quick feet or whatever it was?
Wait, is that No, the Speed Up is an action, Ross. I only get my movement now.
Oh.
So move wherever you want to move.
Oh, I thought it was the other spell. The one that let you move on your turn as well.
I'll move there. I tried to do so stealthily. I tried to stay like in the trees or behind the trees.
It's verbal though.
Yeah, I mean, I won't scream. I won't scream it, and since you are talking, they might not hear me.
Yeah,
I will,
true.
if Scott wants, I can roll a stealth check.
Yes, please.
I think Variable Smoke
Nice.
one is mainly to do the tied up of the.
Yeah. Verbal is mainly to not be muted.
Right, why is that one not letting me grab that?
Not
Which
needing to
fucking
shout
layer
every
is that
spell
on?
you cast.
Ah, there it is. Well, no, I'm thinking more for the fact that you've run through the trees. That's
Yeah,
what
no, yeah. I'm not denying a stealth check. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see. Okay, so you see the nodes, the one that was pointed out to you in the bottom left. He grunts some form of common that you don't quite understand, but you get the general gist of look over there, and points at you as you dash through the trees.
At me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, fuck him.
6 perception rolls. Yikes.
Felix, you'll go.
Oh yeah, I'll dash. Or actually, hold on now.
Oh shit, Tommy hit you pretty hard, didn't he? Just noticed your health bar.
I mean, do you think 14 damage wasn't a lot of damage?
Yeah, I mean, crits go both ways.
I don't know why you're saying that like a crit.
I'm gonna dash to 60 feet.
Yeah. Okay, doke. Where are we on now? Bandits then. Okay, so what do I call them, bandits? The Nords are going to the two flanking ones, both brandished crossbows. We'll do those first. So the right hand one is going to shoot towards Nokia,
All right.
and the south one is going to shoot at Nam.
Nam is behind a tree, so that's
Yeah, you'll get
Right.
cover. I know.
all right.
Damn
So
right.
on Nokia first.
Yep. Oh, that's a
19
hit.
With 4 damage.
I
And
wonder why you're calling them bandits.
It's
yeah, I
probably
mean,
not it.
who would use bandits as something? Yeah. Yeah, and the second one will miss. Nam even, and the other two are just going to move towards the fray. Okay, knock it.
All right. Are the orcs wearing any metallic armor?
A combination of hide and leathers.
I'm asked. Oh, no metal, right?
No.
All right. So in giant, I say this one, and then I cast Shillelagh on my wooden sword and attack the orc that just hit Tom.
Okay. Ooh. Oh, saucy
Yikes.
roll.
2 and a 1. All right.
Yeah, that whiffs.
Hold on. I used a bonus action. I could do movement. No. Okay, that's my turn. Yes.
Okay, Tom, you'll go.
I use a bonus action to cast Slayer's Prey on that guy.
Which one? The one that attacked you?
Yeah, the one that attacked me, and I say,
What do you want on their skull?
sure. And I say, oh, that's not how you do it. And
I just took a
A
crossbow
giant.
to the. While I did that, because it's at the same time, I took a crossbow like to the arm or something. A bolt, not a crossbow.
so this guy like slashed at me, dodged the blow from you, and then I strike him too, being like, "This guy's the toughest." Fucking hell.
Ouch. Okay.
+7, by the way. Feels bad.
The orc is it's dodged both your blows, laughs, and swings at you again. Ooh. 22.
Yeah.
6 damage. And the other one is
Why
going
you
to
not do
swing.
the right to left like before?
I'm switching it up. You're just keeping on your toes.
Yeah, make it more interesting.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm attacking you.
I cast. Wait,
Fucking hell.
no. Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fuck me.
Damn.
that's a nice hefty 12 damage.
Sure is.
And that's the orc's turn.
We rolled on above a 5, and he rolls all above.
Mm. Well, let's my range for that. 60 feet. Shit. I move here and
Move behind
cast.
me if you want. Big fat turtle.
Nah, he's fine. And I cast. What is it called? I forgot what it's called. Hold person on this guy.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw, isn't it? What's DC?
13.
13.
Yeah, he passes.
Have you ever cast them
me.
successful?
I've not crossed.
Feels bad.
Is that it?
Yeah, I probably use the additional movement to move somewhere into a place. Well, never mind. He can move as well. I don't care. I'll stay here.
Sure. Okay. Felix?
Yep. Dash.
Sure.
Actually, so I would move here, and then I'll use my last 5 to move here.
Okay.
God damn it! I always forget my.
Okay, so nods go.
Scott, can I use my? Can I roll my divination 7 once? Now, I mean.
Sorry, what's that?
It's my class feature. When I finish a long rest, I can roll 2d20s and replace any attack roll, saving throw, or ability check used by me or someone I can see with one of the rolls.
Sure, yeah, you can roll those. Can't use them on any rolls that have been used already, but
Yeah.
You want to get really high or really low? Would it be nice to use this in the crit?
Nice.
Good.
Okay. So he's gonna move up, and so is the other one. Yeah. Okay, and this bandit on the right, now seeing you coming around the rear, is going to shoot for Nam, and the other one is also going to shoot at Nam as well. That's the one that he was going for initially. So 2 on Nam. First one, 12. Assuming that misses. What's your AC?
I think it's 12.
Yes, it is. And the second one, that's the second one misses. The first one does 5 damage. And then 1 on Naoki.
That misses.
Misses. And on Tom. Misses. Okay, you'll go.
All right. Bonus action. Second wind. D10 plus 4.
Okay.
I recover 9 health. Then I'm gonna use my action
Go for it.
to cast Fairy Fire on in a 20-foot cube in front of me. So I'm gonna hit the 2 orcs and the bandit, and I'm not gonna use it on Tom and myself. So I'm just gonna hit those 3.
Yeah.
They
What
have
does
to
it do?
make a DC 11 saving throw or be engulfed in purple light
It's
or
dex
purple,
throw, yeah.
purple glitter. Yes.
So
Um,
orcs first.
And border left to right. Right to left.
Oh yeah, I should have probably stipulated that, shouldn't I?
Can we choose now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Left.
Yeah, left, sorry.
Left
sorry.
on the map.
yeah, I'm
right
thinking
in
of-
front of us. The
Okay.
marked one. Yes.
So the one that's been wailing on Tom.
Yes.
Okay, let's give it a, I don't know what.
Purple.
Yeah. And then the bandit.
And the other arc.
Yeah, I rolled the orc twice.
Oh, we only see it once.
No, it's.
Oh,
above
you mean
the-
use
the
that
skill.
makes sense, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
All right, and then I'm going to use my action surge and attack the marked orc.
Yep.
So I have advantage now.
Sure.
Fuck me.
Philip,
Yikes.
I will give you a. Can I give him a 13 and bonuses still apply?
Yeah. You change the dice number from
Change
6
dice
to
roll.
30.
I'll give you 13.
So
so that
that
hits.
would be, yes.
18 would it?
Yeah. All right.
Roll damage.
6. Jesus, my rolls are ass.
Yeah.
Okay. So he is now damaged.
Yeah.
I'm just going to straighten him up a bit. There we go. Tom,
Bonus action, Hunter's Mark. Cast it
on same guy.
Same guy, yep. Okay, and then let's strike him. So if I hit him, I'm gonna do like
You have advantage to hit.
hand of advantage. Yeah, come on, crit. If you
Ross.
give me a crit here,
Sure, why not?
Right, so the divination thing, how many times can you use that per turn?
it's that you just use
I
it
can
once.
I can only use the 2 things I roll after every long rest, so that's it.
But you can use them both in the same turn.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can use them whenever.
whenever you. It's a really fun class to play, actually.
Okay.
Is there no regulations on do you have to use them before the dice is rolled, maybe, or
No,
anything
no,
I
like
can replace a die roll.
that? Ah, okay. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's really
I can put it somewhere.
Okay, so I'm rolling a trident,
No, it's called potent. Is it
And
called
then-
potent?
another D8.
Oh, wait. You must choose to do so before the roll.
What?
Really?
Yep.
Oh yeah, you must God damn it. Okay, never mind. You don't get a
Oh,
crit.
then I also didn't hit, right?
Yeah, but that's been and gone.
Okay.
I'll let
Okay.
that slide.
Thank you,
Wow,
benevolent.
that sucks
GM.
if you can't. You have to do it beforehand.
Well, otherwise it would break the game a
It
little.
wouldn't doesn't break
wouldn't
the
it?
game.
It
I
would
mean, if you have
break
that
the
guy
game
at a
game a little bit.
yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, you missed then, didn't you, Tom? Okay, still
You
laughing
can also only use it
maniacally.
once per turn as well.
Yeah.
I think
So-
these guys would get along real well with Baka,
Okay,
laughing
would have
maniacally
been
and stuff.
26 damage.
16
25 damage.
On who?
on Tom. That's going to miss, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then the orc on Nam. Sorry,
Nokia.
now. Nokia.
God damn it. It's not like
Misses
this
as
one.
well. Nam.
It's a great fight.
Who looks stronger? The are those like Lord of the Rings orcs or Warhammer Fantasy orcs?
They're orcs with great axes.
They're like Warhammer Fantasy orcs.
Yeah.
All right, I'll cast Hold Person on the
The right hand one.
This boy again.
Yeah. Wisdom. Yeah, so he's held.
Nice. So he's paralyzed for
1. Well, at
a
least.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Anything else?
No, that's it. I will move back a little bit, but not too much.
Sure. Okay, no. No, fucking hell, Felix.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack this guy with my longsword.
Okay,
And,
so
use a bonus action first to do. Branding smite.
you pop out your invisibility.
Wow.
I'm really killing it on the rolls today.
We all are, aren't we? I nailed those perception rolls. Those all waste.
Wow.
That's like the second snake eyes, isn't it?
Yeah, I had a 2 and a 1 as well.
Yeah, me too. On my
Okay.
first attack roll.
And then I'll attack him.
Advantage
I
is
don't
you're
know if I get anything
coming out of
for this.
invisibility.
That's going to miss.
Doesn't he have advantage because of invincibility?
No, because he casts a spell and it pops you out of invisibility. Cast the Branding Smite.
Should have done it afterwards.
I would think he'd still be surprised.
Well,
But yeah, okay.
it happens.
Okay. And the bandit. So we'll go with the one on the right that's going to try shoot Nam again.
He's shooting for melee. No, that's never mind. Never mind.
Yeah, that's going to whiff.
Yeah.
The other one is going to use its action to swap over to his scimitar.
I'd backflip over the shot.
So
I
he's
don't
turned to face you now, Felix, but can't use his action to attack. And then the other two. So the one on Tom first. Missed. And okay.
That's
that
it.
hit? 6 damage.
Alright. My turn?
Sure is.
Alright. Same thing again. I'm gonna hit that orc until he's. Oh, I need to roll a constitution saving throw. For concentration on
So
fairy
you
fire.
do.
You realize that one of the guys is absolutely frozen in time, so you can smack him.
Wait. Oh, I did not realize that.
He's paralyzed.
Now you
Yeah.
do.
Well, I have advantage. Fuck me! What are those rolls?
Paralyzed doesn't actually do much better than the other one.
Alright, so fairy fire is lost, right?
It's very high concentration. Oh, lame.
Yeah, it's a concentration spell. So,
So Fair Fire drops.
yeah. God, that's so. What are those rolls? Come on.
Okay.
Okay.
Isn't it DC 5 plus half the damage? Is that not? No. I don't know what it is.
Well, that would still be. Oh, that would be an 8. Actually, I would have. I don't know how it works, to be honest.
Is it 5 plus the damage?
Half the damage.
5 plus
isn't it?
half the damage.
I don't
I
remember.
think you might be right.
That number sounds familiar to me. Concentration. You must make the DC equals 10 or half the damage you take, whichever number is higher. Damn it.
So 10.
Yeah.
10.
All right then. No more fairy fire. So which one is frozen? The one.
The one that's
On
got
the-
the net on.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so that gives us advantage on hitting. Or...
Yes.
Yeah, and it's paralyzed, so it's an auto crit.
All right. I'm gonna hit it then.
No.
It's not to hit it like.
Oh yeah. Sweet. Oh, I'm gonna move and hit it. Cooked. Ah.
So no auto hit though, right?
No.
Nope.
Fuck me.
Yeah.
It's just one of those days.
That's saucy.
Yep. All right. That
Tom,
was my
Take
my
the attack
saucy
opportunity
turn.
and move here.
Ross, you now
Yeah.
feel incredibly lucky and
Oh,
feel like you're gonna
never
crit.
mind. Okay, I don't take the attack opportunity. I strike at this person. I crit this person. Doing,
Which one?
Which one?
the orc who's got both my dots on him. 2d8
Oh.
plus 6 plus 4d6. I do. Please be high. 29 damage.
Wait, what? Have you rolled to attack?
No,
Yes,
And-
he used my crit.
he gave me a crit.
Oh, you gave it. Right, sound.
Sounds
Yep.
fair, balanced.
No, that's fair enough.
2, 3 on the d8s. Ugh.
Yep, so you just skewer him with your trident.
Nice. Do you get
Dead.
anything like?
I mean, you can do Flago if you want.
Oh, he's
Tell
dead.
me.
You are welcome, turtle
Yeah,
person.
I'm like, hold on. I just want to see how bad would the roll have been without it.
I like how Johan
I was gonna-
gets
so-
older every session.
I'm going
Yes.
to speed him through, and then at the last second, I feel a wind coming from now.
From his anus.
from the winds, the sands of time ticks back, and I strike him in the heart instead of like through the stomach or something. And I'm
Yeah.
trying to take him out.
You
And
can
then
use
I,
your bonus action
yes,
to move Hunter's
I
Mark.
use my bonus action to move Hunter's Mark onto this orc.
So the long skull is Hunter's Mark.
Okay, yeah. And then in the next turn, I'll move my bonus action and I'll move Slayer's Prey. It's good fun.
Okay, so that orc now is going to swing for Nokia.
He has to roll to not be paralyzed.
Oh, yeah, he does, yeah,
End
That's
so
the
of
end
his
of his
turn.
turn too.
Yeah, so end of his turn. Yeah, so good shout.
Thank you.
And he makes it.
And he makes it. So he's back in the fight but can't do anything. Nam, your turn.
I realized that Tom is probably wants to move to aid Naokia, so I
Yeah, Tom is
Alright.
ignoring the scimitar dudes. He's going for the orcs.
paralyze. I try to paralyze the bandit.
So whole person again, yeah.
I may have
Last
slow-
time for today.
I may have made him sleep.
And you don't.
Damn it. And then I move here.
I like to imagine you're just running back and forth in the spot because you've got that enchantment.
Okay, Felix.
I can run incredibly fast.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack again. Hopefully, not missing this time.
Fuck him up.
Nope.
He doesn't have a shield, right?
He just has a crossbow.
His AC is 12.
That's a hit then.
You just hit.
Praise
Okay.
the Lord.
Then I do 17 damage because,
Two-handed.
well,
Oh,
the
my.
I do 15 from the longsword, but Branding Smite only goes off when I hit somebody.
Ah.
Yep, so he's dead. You want to use your movement?
I would like to do that. Yes, thank you. All right, I'm done.
Okay. Bandits go. So we'll go with this guy. So he circles around the tree a bit so he can get a clean shot on Nam.
Oh lord.
Oh shit. I
That's
say.
all 9 damage.
Maybe he's a wizard.
I'm a wizard, yeah. That puts me to 9.
Okay, and 1 scimitar on Tom.
Oh wow, actually hits. Tom doesn't even look.
Ooh,
Still not
max
looking.
damage. 7 damage. And on to Narkit. That's gonna miss.
All right.
Okay, Narkit, you'll go.
So I dodge the scimitar, and I cast Burning Hands on the orc and the scimitar dude.
Shot.
So DC
Dex
13
save,
dex
yeah.
save, yes.
So Orc passes, and Bandit passes.
So that's half damage, I believe.
It's good damage.
So 5 damage each, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The fire ignites any flammable objects in the area that aren't being worn or carried.
Yeah, so the
So-
grass sets alight, but
Right.
it's not like enough to cause like a damaging fire, it's just embers.
Alright, so that's my action.
Tom?
Bonus action Slayer's play and I move provoke an attack opportunity
Right, okay, so
on him.
opportunity. Fuck, why did I just close that? Attack of opportunity.
He can't kill me, so he doesn't hit anyway.
No.
Well, he could have killed me on a 20.
Yeah.
I did. I strike with my trident.
Sure.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Whiffs. I'll just move your marker over. Okay. Orc. Seeing you've just skewered the other orc.
Yeah. Try and make
And-
myself big and menacing.
Yeah. So he sizes up you now and swings for
He
you.
and runs away, right?
Misses.
You will suck. Me no like.
Num.
Okay. Go 1v1.
That's you,
them.
Johan.
Sorry,
Okay.
I forgot to unmute myself. I will cast Sleep on them, focused somewhere back here, so that I only hit the 2.
Sure. Get rolling.
5v8.
5d8.
Okay,
Nice.
so he goes to sleep. We'll go with time. That leaves over enough to put him to sleep as well.
Nice.
That's the
Wow.
wrong spell. This one.
Yeah, so that's 2. Just drop to the floor asleep. And Felix, your go.
Alright, I'm gonna move to there. And then I'm gonna Eldritch Blast that Nord off to the left of the grouping.
Sure.
Nice.
That hits. Oh,
It's like a western. We have a group of people fighting in the middle and 2 wizards cycling them and shooting random spells.
okay. Bandits now, so Bandit again on the right hand side is going to shoot for Nam.
Oh, damn it.
Should I go
Ooh.
into melee range with him? So he'd switch away.
He
Oh,
misses anyway.
I completely missed him. He's so camouflaged.
I know, right?
And then that one is going to move there. And
Come
to
on,
attack
bro.
Tom.
Better
Don't
a
I get...
20.
Oh, no.
And whiff.
Whiff.
Okay.
Alright.
Help!
Yeah, I'm just gonna step on the orc's body and attack this guy.
Okay, attack of opportunity. Oh no, he's asleep. Yeah.
Yes.
Wait, is he?
Yeah.
Both of them are asleep. You did well, Johan.
But no, aren't you moving somewhere else?
No, he's moving on the dead orc.
But this guy's
That's why-
asleep, is he?
Yeah, that's
No.
where he's moved to.
Yeah, that's why I'm moving.
Oh, yeah,
I was-
okay, I see. I thought
I was
thought
standing
you were
here.
attacking one of those sleep guys.
No, no.
Okay, give me that hit.
Huh?
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, boy.
Pog champ. Nice.
Full damage roll.
I don't like how this one doesn't show the damage rolls as light green.
So I just. Is he wearing a helmet or anything?
It's got like fur, kind of like skull cap.
Alright, I just do a huge overarm swing and it just moves with like a little bit resistance. It just moves in way further than it should, and then there's just one eyeball popping out into Tom's face and a bunch of teeth.
Lovely.
Hey.
Mixed in with the rest of the gore on Tom.
I like how your immediate reaction is just to say, hey,
Tom?
hey, stop it.
I move my Slayer's Hunter's Mark onto this guy, and I jog on, and I think that's a disadvantage in throwing my trident this far, so I'm going to hurtle my trident with disadvantage.
Nice.
That will still hit.
11.
Got 20 feet, right? Oh, yeah, that's the disadvantage.
Okay. So it lodges in him.
Oh, this bandit's tougher than your bandit. I start reeling him in on my silk rope.
Do they make any form of saves for the sleep?
No,
No, they just,
Unless disturbed, right?
yeah.
unless
If they get
someone
attacked or something.
uses an
they're
No,
action.
no, no. When they are attacked, they wake up.
Yeah.
If they take damage or someone uses an action to wake them up, which means we can tie them up when they're asleep
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
after we kill
This
them.
is why normally
Oh, yeah, thanks, Felix.
hold person would be better because they don't snap out of it if they take damage.
Yeah.
Nam, your go.
He's weak.
Is he?
Yeah.
I will believe you.
Yee.
I will. No, I won't believe you. I will. I will try to chill touch him from a distance.
Hide behind me, Nim.
Yeah, that hits.
4 necrotic damage.
Just enough to kill him.
Nice! I did it!
All right, everybody gathering for the coup de grace.
No,
Yeah,
no. Let's tie them
no.
up. Tie them up. Tie them up.
Then I move there.
I think we should kill the orc.
I think we
Yeah,
should
kill
tie
the
them-
orc, tie up the guy.
I think we should tie them both up.
Anybody have rope?
Yes. I have manacles.
Right.
Felix,
Oh, nice.
coming as well?
Manacles for the orc, I reckon. Or do we have multiple?
No, manacles for the guy and we kill the orc.
Well, there's no. We can kill the orc later.
Yeah.
As I run over, I would like to say, why don't we keep both of them alive and we can interrogate them separately to validate any information they may give us?
We could also sell them to the urchin government.
Indeed.
As pleasure slaves.
There's probably a reward from the Baron.
Let's also take some trophies from these. Maybe we can hand them. Yeah.
Okay, so
Valid.
we do that.
Let's take
So-
the ears.
We probably have to subdue these guys first.
I mean,
Yeah,
they're
they're
already
asleep.
subdued.
Are we,
They're,
we-
they're asleep, but as soon as we touch them, they're
No.
obvious.
No.
Yeah,
no, no,
let's.
only if we attack them.
Only if
Yeah.
we use an action to deliberately wake them up as well,
Or
or
attack,
attack
them.
them.
I say as I'm binding one of the guys.
Yeah. So, I copied not all of it.
Okay, but I'm still going to rule that they'll have fallen awkwardly, and if you're trying to tie them up, you're going to have to move them into a position where you can do so.
Well, we take away all their weapons first. We throw them miles away.
Sure.
Yep.
We all surround one of them.
So who are you doing first?
The orc.
Yeah. We all hit him non-lethal.
I guess we could do that. Yeah, we could just not.
Why
Oh
does
yeah,
two
okay,
others
that's a
do
good
that?
idea.
Okay, Tom will move both of his. Yeah, why don't we just non-lethally knock them out? Actually?
Yeah, let's knock them out.
Yeah. Tom
Yeah,
will
I
move.
mean, you can easily do that.
Okay. And then we tie them up.
Yeah.
I
Good.
put Hunter's Mark on whoever's looking weakest.
That's probably the human.
No,
Also,
I mean, of our guys, not. I can't put it on them.
I mean, both of them together have 26 or less than 26.
No, I mean
health.
one of you two is what I mean. Once they go unconscious, I have to move it, and I put it on Nam.
Okay.
It means if we're gonna combat within the next hour, Nam, and you go down, I'll be able to use Hunter's Mark again without using a spell slot.
Oh, that's so efficient.
this is like at this one point where Nam is on 1 HP and Tom is
Ross,
just
that's,
like.
that's incredibly Scottish of you.
So, Nam, you feel a murderous intent of a predator.
Yeah.
Tom, how do you react?
Got a predator turtle.
I think I've done this
Actually-
before, so
No,
All
you
right.
don't.
Anyways,
Yeah, I
so
did
we
that.
tie
You
them
weren't
up
here.
and loot the rest of them. Also, we are going to check the bodies because there were 2 dead bodies around the fire, right?
Mhm.
So let's investigate, right?
Yep.
Right. So,
Time to play detective.
so who wants to loot the bodies of the people we killed?
I'll
and
drag
take
all the
trophies?
bodies in together.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't eat them. Or
I'm.
I actually do. If
I
you
am
must.
actually just gonna stand watch over the prisoners we have made, just to make sure there's nothing weird going on. While you guys can loot and investigate.
I'll investigate the dead guys.
I bring over the other 2 bodies.
Sure.
You can take over the watch and let me have a try.
Gladly.
All right, I will do the investigating then.
I'll handle the interrogation. That's fine.
Yeah. So I also, while I pass Felix, I say, "Your shield has saved me more times than I can count by this point. I'm gonna make sure to buy you at least many drinks. Thank you so much."
An unspecified number of drinks.
Yes. Don't quote me on this.
Why, thank you. I'm glad it has served you well.
How do I get rid of the turn order, by the way?
Only Scott can do that.
Oh, okay.
I have cleared it.
Still with
You
me.
have the turn order open, so it's open for there you go. Is
Ah,
that
yes.
really triggering you?
No. It was just a little bit. It was not triggering me, but I was just a little bit. Why can't I close?
Scott, I will roll an investigation check and see
Yeah.
what's up with those bodies.
Me too.
Sure.
25. I
Well.
critted. You don't
Okay.
have to roll.
I didn't crit.
So the 2 bodies are dressed almost identically to the individual that you found in the cave. They're younger individuals, but they're still dressed in the dark, kind of scouting clothes with the white tabard over the top, the wolf's head of urchin blazing on the front. Same as the previous corpse you found, they're lightly armoured, as well as lightly armed, each bearing just a short sword, a small satchel on one of them. Within the satchel, you find another rolled up missive with like a ribbon around it, as well as between them further 27 gold and just a couple of rations.
I'll take a ration and give everybody 7.5 gold.
So that's 6 gold, 7 silver, and 5 copper.
Yeah.
Well, it's gold pieces, so
We
I'll
we
give-
have changed.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've changed. It's very convoluted. We're all standing around like, yeah, does someone have 7 silver so you can give them to Naokia, and I will give him 20 copper so he can give change for Tom, and it's a little awkward. It's like paying as a student group for dinner, but
and you should have the note found on the soldier now.
Is that on those soldiers?
Yeah.
All right.
I have 66 times more gold than I have copper.
We should collect the orc ears. It looks like they offer gold as a bounty for them.
Ooh, I'm good at this. Just
Knock
like
yourself
wolves.
out, Tom. By the way, Tom, you got hit pretty hard there. Are you okay?
Ooh. Tom
Narky
Boys
says
is
while he
over.
pulls out the crossbow bolt out of his shoulder.
I take the grey sword that's skewering me out of my chest.
Great axe.
Ooh.
Yeah, I
Grey axe.
show the note around. Wait, where's Urchin? Was that close to us?
Ocean is where we're going.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So we are looking for Lieutenant Edlard.
Likely.
Edlard is probably dead, the man we found in the cave with the note signed E. Do you think that we should go back and get his body? It seems that the Duke values his company.
I
Well,
mean, I was
with-
incredibly absent-minded at that point, but didn't he carry a letter that was signed with E and not made by himself?
No, the letter was signed by him. He was going to bring it back to Urchin.
We don't know if he signed it himself. You're
Oh, good.
correct. Eldred could be further up towards the front lines.
Or in Urchin?
Or dead in that cave.
In any case, if
Okay, I see. I misread that.
in any
I don't
case,
think
if
he's
we
the
bring
one in
them
Urchin, but I
the-
don't think he's in.
No, he's not in Urchin. He's
No,
the
I
one
don't
the
think he's in
scouts are
Urchin.
trying to find outside
Yeah.
of Urchin.
But I don't think he was the one in the cave either, because who carries a layer from themselves?
Yeah,
That's kind of odd.
yeah.
It depends whether he wrote
What's
that letter as
narcissistic?
he was dying and he knew he would not get through.
We should have took his body anyway. That was a mistake.
Well, I mean, if we carried everybody we found, we would be crushed by the weight.
Nope, not really.
Nonetheless, we don't have the body, and I don't think that we should go back for it. But if we did turn back after seeing the cargo to Urshan, we could backtrack. We could triangulate the route of the scout from the cave that we found him in to Urshan itself. And perhaps that would give us a general fix on the area in which Eldad is operating out of.
That sounds like a good idea. In any case, should we move the bodies a little bit, or at least what should we do with those two scouts here?
I cut off their ears too.
No. It says orc ears.
I
That
know,
don't-
but I'm just saying I also cut off their ears, unless you interrupt me while I was doing
I
it.
interrupt you. What are you doing, Tom?
Get the ears.
Why? What do you need their ears for?
Well, if they take orc ears, gonna take Nord ears.
They're not Nord.
Oh, no,
When
the
he
saw.
said
Sorry then. My apologies.
Yeah, when he
I
said scouts,
misunderstood,
I think
yeah.
he's
I cut off the Nord ears.
Ah, okay. Well,
You may do that.
yes. I proceed. I'm sorry.
No, it's my fault. Yes. Our understanding of
it was,
scouts.
I'm sorry.
Right, quick clarification. Are you cutting off the orc's ears that's alive?
That's interesting. An interesting question, Ross.
I'm not,
Let's
I mean, we
hold
just wait,
that
yeah.
thought for just a moment, and we can employ that to our advantage in the interrogation.
Tom's interrogated the people. He knows to wait before he cuts off the orcs. Also, yeah, can we get like a complete list of every single item they had, including their clothing, size of their shoes they were wearing? But really, I mean weapons and armor, because that's what I searched for.
Actually, I was going to ask, but between all the Nords, can I salvage enough of their gear to potentially pass as one?
Yeah.
I would like to do so.
Do you have the same skin color?
I have a disguise kit.
Sweet.
Yeah, I also have the question. I assume the North are all pasty white dudes?
Yeah.
Who are maybe tanned?
Kind of blonde of hair.
Yeah, sure, I can pass like that. Like,
Oh, me too, guys.
I'll take the Nord outfit. You guys can have the rest.
So we take the tablets from the scouts, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, Scott.
I don't think we should. Maybe they will appreciate us bringing the soldiers' gear back. On the other hand, they could accuse us of looting.
I think we should leave the soldiers' gear with them, and then
Yes.
we should move our captives away from this scene. This fire is likely going to draw other scouts to the area. And I should rather not be tangled up in this mess.
Also,
do we
one of
want
us
to
should
take
inform.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Brother.
No, go ahead.
No, you do.
All right. One of us should inform the caravan.
We can wait.
Do we want to take insignia of the scouts to maybe have proof that we found them?
Yeah, note their faces, their builds.
Do we need proof that we found them?
What
In
do you
what
mean
way
by
would that
taking
assist us?
Just in case we come across someone who's like, oh, I don't know what happened to scouts. I'll pay 10 gold for information.
That's true. We don't need to show them to everybody we meet, but if we are asked for them, it might be useful to have them.
What do you mean by insignia?
I don't know. They have a
They're
They have a
have, like-
tabard.
yeah.
They're from Urchin,
part of the
presumably. They have
tabard.
Urchin military gear.
Yes. Okay. So can I roll a history check, or just? I mean, they're soldiers, right? Usually, I mean, nowadays soldiers have some kind of dog tag or anything really you can take to verify their identity after they have died, right?
In modern times, yeah, but
Is anything in this fantasy world that I've heard of? Maybe.
no.
Okay. Well, I guess the tablets will suffice then.
Yeah, Missy Scroll look like orc. I say as I hand the note to Felix.
It should be available for you.
Did you make it available for me or for everyone?
I can see it.
Leaked.
Oops. Yeah, sorry, I've shared it before you sent that. Yeah, that should have only gone to Felix. Oops.
So should I not read this?
That's fine.
I mean, I already read it, but I can't forget it.
Do you translate for us, Felix?
Well, I can, but I'm not sure what it means.
Try us.
It appears there's some division in the orc camp. Somebody by the name of Spine Breaker is considered weak now, and the quote new blood will prevail over the Spine Breaker.
It's supposed to be Spine Breaker.
Well, the orc's not very good at spelling, is he now?
Yeah, this could be a misspell.
So, I have a question. Are the
It also is.
sorry?
Go ahead.
This is our game because I saw the orc note and I just wanted to come in. Is the Spine Breaker is it written in the same way that Spine Breaker was written on the other note? Because it's the same name.
Well, it's different languages. Orcish uses Dwarvish script. So...
Oh, okay, so it's not. Then that's my question. Then, yeah.
But we do know the names, and we know that his son was going to overthrow
Because
him.
if it's the same
So-
script, the name would be the same,
Yeah.
right? So, but it's not the same script, so I don't.
So
okay,
that that matches up this information we have with the one.
Okay, continue, Felix. Sorry.
The last bit says, find the soft wolves' weakness. Now, obviously, that makes me think that they were trying to recruit the wolves to their side, in which case it is good that we killed them all. But potentially not. The wolves said that they had not spoken with the orcs. And while they could have lied, true, they seemed too naive for that.
Also seemed a bit
They seemed
out
rash.
of the way too.
Yeah.
But,
They seemed rash, like younglings. We just slaughtered them.
So the tabards of these scouts have wolves on them, a wolf's head. So I think it is more likely that they are trying to find Urshan's weakness.
Sure, that would be a solid point.
Which suggests that if they do find such a weakness, or have already, that they intend to march further inland, all the way to Urshan itself.
Well, it might be a good thing then that we killed this party,
Oh, why?
because they won't be able to bring back information as quickly. I don't know how many more parties are out there. Probably a lot more.
No, you are true. And perhaps we should look for some other parties and start pairing them back. If we can gather more information, we'll see what our interrogation leads us to. But we could profit from a conflict between the orcs and Urshan. In chaos, there is much opportunity.
And death.
That does not bother me.
Chaos is a ladder.
Chaos is a downward spiral, and I'd rather not get caught up in it again.
Indeed, we shall have to weigh our options. But it does present an interesting opportunity if we wish to grasp it.
Certainly, if the Lord of Urchin is of decent character and a wise leader, there would be no need to throw them into this chaos. But I would hate for... How many people are under his reign?
Well, he is the warden of the northeast, so quite a few people, I should imagine.
Yes. Also, you saw how they think about negotiating, and the Spinebreaker seemed like the one who was still willing to uphold peace. And, well, what we hear of the New Blood, he's a father killer, or aspires to be. I don't think we want that kind of reign over the Northeast.
Orcs don't hide behind walls. They ain't cowards.
Well, I don't know if that's entirely true, but nonetheless, these lots seem to lust for some battle.
Yeah. I think we should firstly escort our cargo to Urchin, then find some information, and maybe they will hire us as these patrol killers.
Let's see where our interrogation leads us. If we have a
Yes.
window of opportunity to gather up more of these patrols now, then I think we should take it.
Yeah, as we are talking, I take one of the scimitars or short swords and put it into the fire. Like with the grip outside of the fire, but you can see that I'm preparing like a hot iron.
Who are we interrogating
Damn.
first? Who first?
First the orc.
I take the other
Actually, I believe
We
that we
should-
should speak to the Nord first.
Yes.
The orc will likely be reclined to answer our questions.
Okay, then I take the orc and I put him on another tree and I make him face away from what we're doing because the imagination is always worse than reality.
I would take him some distance away.
Okay,
Tom.
I will do that then.
He stirs.
Also,
Just only long enough you can hear screams.
Yeah, he stirs in your grasp as you pull him away.
Why are you so mean to Tom? Tom just wants to walk a long route.
It's a string of obscenities in a language you cannot understand.
should we post some bodies in front of the Nord to intimidate him a little bit, or should we keep it clean?
We can have them off to like outside his view and then just drag them in without any ears.
I will grab one of the Nord bodies, one that we have looted the clothes from. And then I want to horribly mutilate him with daggers and put some burns on his body before we wake up the other one. Because he fell asleep before these guys died.
Yeah, so we can pretend like we already tortured this guy and he didn't give us any information, so we're just carrying on with the next
No,
one.
we will pretend that he did give us information, and we are questioning this Nord, and if his answers don't match up with his friends, then bad things will happen to him.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that one.
Let's tell him that it took some time and
Effort
a bit of pain to extract the informations. But if he believes that an orc gave us information, he might be happy
No.
to tell us.
So I want to arrange it so that I'm sitting on his dead friend's mutilated body as I like smack him awake. And so
Inglorious
that's-
Bastard style.
As
Yeah.
Tom is cutting off the ears, maybe?
No, he's already
That's perfectly
horribly-
fine.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
just
he's already done that though.
yeah.
Okay.
So is he lying
as
on?
the mutilation of the body begins, anyone apart from Felix roll perception?
Yeah, maybe we should throw Dale back at it. Wait. One of us should run off and Dale back at to not bring the caravan forward.
Well, he is waiting already. We didn't tell
Papa doesn't
them to.
wait, though.
Okay, so Nokia and Nam would both see a single raven swoop into the opening and perch on a nearby bush.
How far away is it?
Close, like 10 foot.
All right. Bonus action. I summon my javelin to my hand and throw it at the raven.
Okay. Roll.
All right.
It's a very aggressive
If I
attack.
see him attack, can I also Eldritch Blast on the tail end of that? If I don't, that's fine, because I am busy.
Ugh. Fuck.
It doesn't
that's-
even move. It just looks at you.
Now you attack the birds.
So what about the Eldritch Blast?
Oh, I'm waiting for the roll.
Oh, so I can? Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, it's quite obvious you'd see him launching a javelin. That's quite an obvious thing.
Also, the javelin just appeared in my hand.
The Eldritch Blast impacts, but there's no remains.
What do you make of that, Nam? The bird disappeared. There's no feathers or blood.
Was that not because of your attack? It was magic, no?
It was just force.
Well, none.
Well, he might be a magical being summoned to this world that's now gone, or an illusion played on us by some kind of wizard.
Now Kid flicks his tongue.
Keep an eye on
Annoyed.
it. We'll have to conduct our investigation more quickly than we anticipated.
Yes. I summon the javelin back to my hand and put it in its holster on my back. Yep, that's what it sounds like. No, it should be.
Right. Before you start off with the interrogation, I'm probably going to have to head off in a few minutes. So
Oh,
Okay, we can wait.
probably a good shout to stop now.
We can work our good cop, bad cop routine.
Good episode.
I mean, for argument's sake, I'd probably say, Tom, you'd probably grab the wagon and bring them closer.
No.
No? So you're just leaving them in the middle of the wooded area alone?
With Barker.
Yeah, I go and tell them. Stay up here. We busy.
Okay.
Might take a while.
Sergeant's cautious, but he seems to understand the situation.
I'm bloodied and like injured, so I think
There's an eyeball hanging from your beak.
I've got a
Yeah,
necklace of 5-6 ears they never saw before.
His wife kind of holds his daughter's head away from the gore, so she can't see you.
Don't worry, Buckle will protect you. If he turns into a bear, just run.
Barker probably says something wise along the lines of, if you don't kill something, you didn't kill it. I don't know, man. He always says that stuff. Very, very obvious things. I don't know.
Alright.
That was fun. Also,
Yeah.
according to our roles, I didn't think we would do so well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that combat started a bit.
Shit.
Yeah.
Especially with that critical opener.
Yeah, the
I
opening
We
know.
was
just like to make it interesting. That's all.
Yes. I'm
Well,
just glad I have high AC.
I did quickly balance that with the absence of Baka, so
No, I think it was fine.
If our rolls had been better, we would have breezed through
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Like I didn't. I believe I only hit one melee attack out of like 4.
We did do 11 damage on it. That was a good attack.
Yeah.
Tylus
that's
is very unperceptive. That's all I'm going to say.
good.
What?
Tylus is a very heavy sleeper. That's all I'm going to say.
He's an idiot. All right. Well, I'm just
Next time?
looking- Mhm.
Same time?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Not earlier. Feels bad, man.
you can't do earlier because of work, right?
I mean, if we can all get on and do all the preamble and stuff
Yeah.
prior to 8:30, and then at 8:30 start.
Yeah, I mean, Johan wasn't involved for like 30 minutes there, so the scenario's like
That
that.
was my fault. Sorry about that.
No,
No,
it's
I'm not
totally
saying it
fine.
like a bad thing. I'm just saying, we could have played that earlier. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
So there are
Well, but-
situations where
I mean,
Johan's
with the
status
interrogation, you
isn't
can
too
probably
strange.
start earlier next time
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, I
Just
would
tell
be
me what-
down to start at 9 or something.
And just tell me what happened in the interrogation.
Yeah.
I
So
will just
start on
phase
the
it
hour.
out.
All right.
I'm good for
Yeah.
that.
Should be able to do that.
Okay,
All right. Sweet.
Alright, I'm
Right.
off to fucking sleep.
Thanks a lot, Scott.
no problem. See you guys.
Bye.
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 Yeah, because you guys are with two.